Welcome to For the Love of MSTR. I'm Mr. Moneybags, and today I'm going to go over the MSTR-Tracker, MicroStrategy news, Bitcoin-related news, the U.S. inflation report, calendar for the week of February 24th, and the earnings report for the week of February 24th. You can use our chapters in the description of this video if you want to skip to the parts that you want to skip to. And I ask that you please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share with others. All right, MSTR tracker. The current stock price for MSTR is $299.69. And it's kind of been at 300 to 350, 360 range for a while now. The market cap is a little bit over 77 billion. The US ranking is 129 out of 499 companies. In the S&P 500 ranking, it's 132. And the NASDAQ 100 ranking is number 49. And the daily traded volume, number 9 out of 499. All right, you have Bitcoin per basic share. So that's how much you have per share of Bitcoin. Bitcoin value per basic share, it's $178.54. The Bitcoin price right now is $96,287. And Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, they've been kind of flat for a while. But at some point, I believe it's going to rip up. I've been following the stock for a couple of years. And it'll be quiet for a little bit, but then it'll eventually rip up. All right, the market cap of Bitcoin is $1.9 trillion. It has a B for billion, but it's actually 1.9 trillion. And the top asset ranking for Bitcoin is number 8 out of 23. MicroStrategy, they own 478,740 Bitcoins. It's a lot of Bitcoins. They also own 2.28% of the Bitcoin that exists. Their average cost per Bitcoin is $65,033. And obviously, they are the number one corporate holders of Bitcoin. All right, their total cost basis 31.134 billion. The unrealized profit loss is plus 14.963 billion. The return percentage is plus 48.06%. As far as debt, the total convertible debt is 7.26 billion. Because they had ran the ATM along, for a while, paying off debt. Their annual interest, 34.6 million, and the interest rate is 0.476%. This is by Cointelegraph.com. And Sailor Strategy proposes 2 billion convertible note offering to buy more Bitcoin. So they're looking to raise another 2 billion via 0% convertible notes to purchase more Bitcoin to add to their stash that they already have. And the first note buyers had the option to buy up to an extra 300 million more worth of notes, which can be used within 5 business days after they are issued. So, and Michael Saylor posted this on X on February 18th. This is created by Simply Wall Street. Thought this was a nice graph. Uh, it shows that the general public owns 49.3% of shares of MicroStrategy. Institutions own 42.8% shares of MicroStrategy. And when you have this percentage of institutions that are investing in a company, this shows that the company is credible in the investment community. And we also have individual insiders, which is 7.9%. You got state or government, 0.03%, and private companies, 0.001%. This is Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, and he's going to talk about the SEC dismissing its enforcement case against the company and what it means for the regulatory outlook of the crypto industry. I'm going to play about a minute and a half.
Can you though take us behind the scenes though about how the SEC and this administration ultimately decided to end the enforcement action, and what kind of conversations you had with them?
Yeah, well, this was a long process, and I think what they realized is that they were going to lose badly. And I have to give a lot of credit actually to this new administration that's come in, and Paul Atkins, some of the existing commissioners like Uyeda and Kearse. I think they're in the process of reforming the SEC and trying to clean up some of these actions where the SEC really painted outside the bounds of the law in the past. That was clear to some of the folks in the SEC at the time, and I think it's clear to the folks that are in charge now. And so I got to give them a lot of credit. They're coming in, and I hope that they'll dismiss all the bogus cases, frankly, and it'll be a domino effect for the rest of the industry.
In terms of how this is all going to work in practice, what's the next step in the process? So, do the commissioners have to vote?
Yeah, what we're told is that next week the commissioners will vote on it. It seems to be a formality at this point, but the staff they're telling us they're recommending to the commissioners that this be fully withdrawn. And I want to be clear, this is not a settlement where we pay some fine and admit some wrongdoing. This is just they're fully withdrawing the case, and so we're not changing anything about the business. We're not paying a single dollar as a fine, which I believe is quite unprecedented in SEC history.
So that was a short clip. And this is on CNBC. And I believe in the year 2025, the SEC will drop a lot of litigation against crypto companies. And I also believe that banks will be the next step, getting banks to custody crypto, Bitcoin. And I think that's what's going to happen in 2025. I know a lot of people want a Bitcoin reserve, but I think a lot of this litigation and dealing with the banks, getting that situated, and getting taxes situated. I think that's probably what's going to happen in 2025, and maybe in 2026, maybe we'll see a Bitcoin reserve. Trump is trying to have a sovereign wealth fund, and who knows what all will be in that. So we'll see what happens whenever that comes up. This is the U.S. economic reports and Fed speakers. So the inflation reports for the week of February 24th. On Monday, February 24th, there's nothing scheduled. Tuesday, it's just some Fed members who are speaking. Also at 9 a.m., we got the S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index. At 10 a.m., we got consumer confidence. Some more Fed members who are speaking. On Wednesday, 10 a.m., we got new home sales. Another Fed member speaking. It's all these Fed members who are speaking. None of them are Jerome Powell. He's the main person. But sometimes, the financial analysts, they kind of listen to some of the Fed speakers, see what they say. It can move the market. It just all depends what they say. But for the most part, I imagine most of them are going to say that they're going to wait and look at data and make decisions off the data about cutting interest rates. So on Thursday at 8:30, we got initial jobless claims. That's a big one. We also got durable goods orders. We got durable goods minus transportation. We also have GDP and another Fed member speaking at 10 a.m. We got pending home sales. Some more Fed members who are speaking for the rest of the day. And on Friday, it's the big one. At 8:30, got a whole bunch of them at 8:30. Got personal income, personal spending, and the PCE index. The PCE is the main report. So I can see Thursday stocks will be dipping because then financial investors will be nervous about this report. So you got PCE year over year, and it is projected to be 2.4. The last time it was 2.6. So we'll see if it drops down to 2.4 or is it staying at 2.6, staying sticky. We'll see. Got core PCE index, core PCE year over year. Same thing. We got it's projected to be 2.6. Last time it was 2.8. So we'll see if it, goes down to its projected 2.6. Because the whole thing they wanted to drop down to their target rate, which is 2%. So the last few reportings weren't that good. So we'll see how it goes. We also have advanced U.S. trade balance in goods. We have advanced retail inventories, advanced wholesale inventories. Another Fed member speaking. We got the Chicago Business Barometer and another Fed member who is speaking. And that's it for the week of February 24th. These are the companies that will be reporting earnings during the week of February 24th to the 28th. And this is by Earnings Hub on Monday. And I'm not going to name all these, but you'll be able to see them. Before the market opened on Monday, we got Domino's Pizza. After the market closed, we got Him and Hers. We got Realty Income. We got Zoom, Riot, Novatus, Public Storage. So that's just to name a few. That's all for Monday. On Tuesday, February 25th, before the market opens, we got Home Depot. We got AMT, which is American Tower. After the market closes, we got Intuit, Kava. We got Lucid, AMC. And we go to Wednesday, February 26th. Before the market opens, we have Lowe's, TJX. After the market closes, we got the big one, which is Nvidia. If Nvidia can, meet expectations and have a good outlook, this could really turn around the market. You see semiconductor stocks go up, tech will go up. So that could be a good thing. It's going to be tough though, because Biden put in those tariffs, I guess you could say. They can't export their best AI chips to China, and Trump is continuing that. So I just wonder about the outlook of Nvidia. But we also got Snowflake, we got Ion Q. If Ion Q could beat earnings, that would be good for quantum computing stocks. They had a big run early in the year. So we'll see what happens with that. We also have Mara, Synopsys, eBay, Teladoc, Paramount. So it's quite a few of them. And that is Wednesday, February 26th. On the 27th, before the market opens, we got Vistra, got TD, Warner Brothers, Papa John's. After the market closes, got quite a few of them. We got Dell, and we got Rocket Lab USA. We got Dual, HP, or it says HPQ. We got SMR. This is a new scale power, so the energy stock. And this energy stocks, I think, will be good maybe this year and next year, because it's going to take a lot of energy to power up these AI, all the AI technology that we want to, improve on. We got Monster. So, and you can look through here and see the stocks that you follow. On Friday, we got Fubo. I can never say that, but I know it's a TV. You know, we'll see if they, get subscriptions. I know a lot of these sports channels are trying to, sign with them, so they're trying to promote their TV subscription and stuff. But I just don't see them ever getting to the point of Netflix. That's the end of our show. If you found any value, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share with others. I appreciate y'all watching all the way to the end. Peace out.